because he did my nigga so, and I was wondering why the coach was so hurt when they was talking, because he was like, "Yeah, we talked to him myself," and he like,
I would not recommend.
I dang.
What I don't understand about, I love that in every sports anime, this is just a thing I noticed. There's always that one guy who's just like, I'm gonna be the best, and everybody's like, you need to work on your teamwork, and he's like, what? I'm friends with everybody. And they're like, yeah, but your teamwork
Right.
sucks. Like you're friendly, but you don't play friendly.
Right.
I feel like that's like the goal of Awashi, because he's like, I tell you what, I'm starting you first. You figure out why them two mad at you. You keep going.
It was more of those like, you got really talented, but you don't know the game.
Yeah.
So like he's what you call a raw talent. Like you got to teach him some stuff.
Yeah.
And then he just be like, I'm turned.
Yeah. No, literally, and within
like,
5 seconds.
Yeah, like the little bit he learned, he was out there turned up.
No, yeah, it was great.
And I'm actually mad. I'm caught up. I should have skipped one more week.
No. No.
So I could have hit next episode after he crushed my dude dreams.
Welcome back to the podcast, y'all. Welcome back to Anime and Things. You know what I'm saying?
One more week.
It's your boy Sauce and your girl Copycat. You know what I'm saying? I almost introduced myself as your boy. I gotta work on that. I hang around guys a lot. I'm sure you guys have already picked that up from the way I do anything. Most of my friend group is men. So, you know, it's your boy.
She has a fiance, a husband on the way, by the way.
I do.
About, it's your boy.
Like, I do. Making
him look bad.
I know it's all tragedy, actually.
Now everybody gonna look at him like, so what exactly are you into?
Like, you know, shout out to your homeboy. You're a girl. You're correct about that. So as you guys getting used to my language, if you're not already, so sorry. So my listeners, you know what I'm saying, people background, we got Jotaro, I believe, actually in the background, cooling. You know what? And I have been watching more JoJo, and that shit always sends me.
I had took a little break on, and I took a break on a lot of things. Okay.
Oh wow.
Wasn't really streaming.
Yeah, I repeat.
Wasn't really playing the game. No, I was just out here, you know, getting in touch. Yeah, getting in touch with the universe.
Okay. All right.
You know, geyser. If you know, you know.
That's good. Okay, proud of you. All right, get that third eye.
Right, you know. Went out to Vegas for a little bit.
Okay.
That was cool.
Vibing. That's what we was at, y'all. Well, he was in Vegas. I was at home by my sad self.
She went by herself. Or sad.
I wasn't sad. I was wilding on a boat on the island with my lovely fiance, who I love very much.
But yeah, though, you know, we was just discussing my boy Ayoshi. You know, he thought he was climbing to the top, thought he was getting to the A team. And the dude who called him there was like, hey, I want you to be a defender.
Yeah.
And he was like, what?
I see, I watched that during the week. That's how I keep myself mellow. Because I looked at a new episode and I was like, Tuesday. Because I watch it in the morning before I goes to work.
Yeah.
Like, I need something to get me together.
See, I couldn't watch that before work. I'd be in a bad mood all day. He played my nigga.
See, everyone thinks that, like, you know, I will say I feel that way whenever, because especially because this was like the week of end episodes. Like our last week was the week of end episodes. Tomodachi Game got its last episode. Heroine Runs the Show got its last episode. And it ended on episode 11. Or something ended on episode 11. And I was like,
how dare they? Really?
But whatever. I mean, you know, I will say the cool thing about Awashi is that it will continue. Like, it's going to continue with simulcast. Spy Family will be back in, like, October type deal. Like, it'll be back this year.
I fell asleep. I was catching up.
On the Spy Family? I remember last night, slept on Shield Hero.
She was playing a dodgeball game. I thought she was about to turn
I
up. She threw them. First off, why that kindergartner look 30?
Yo! And the fact that everybody accepted it. What happened me was everybody going, so I guess he gets the Stella. And the guy was like, this is a game of dodgeball.
Like, Stella.
Like, do you think that, and everyone was like, my intel from the kid from class 3. Like, they all heard it from the same kid. And I was like,
class 7?
Yeah, like, they're like, my intel was wrong. And I'm like, it is dodgeball, guys. Like what had me was Lloyd going, all right, Anya's not smart enough to get one on academics alone. How can we get her another Stella? He was like, community service. And she was like, what was the nurse going? You guys are terrible at this.
Right.
Please leave.
Got kicked out of community service. If she wasn't psychic, she wouldn't have got one. She almost gave it up.
Man, she did.
She was like, oh, somebody drowned in the pool. He like, well, how you know?
Right.
She was like, ooh.
She was like, Dad, I want to get in the pool right now with my clothes on. He like, you can't get in the pool. She's like, I'm on my way. Yeah, like, I'm on my way. She makes it on the TikTok like, I'm alive. I'm dead. I watch TV. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I'm alive. I'm dead again.
Dead again.
Like, I feel like that's like Anya's energy the whole fucking, just the whole series. She like, especially when he met Yor, and she was like, surely he has a wife. I need a mama. I can love about you. He was like, what are you doing? Why are you doing all that? Especially when they were like, what are your goals for joining the school? She was like, to meet and infiltrate. Like, he was like, what would possess you? Why?
And they're like, I like that.
Right.
I like that.
He's like, use that word infiltrate.
Right.
You a smart one. And I was like, Jesus Christ, they're all morons. I'm really surprised that he hasn't picked up on it yet.
I think he might after.
Yeah.
When she said that the boy was drowning in the pool.
Yeah.
I think he might start to catch on.
When she said she saw bubbles. That's how she got away with it. She said she saw bubbles. And it's crazy too. I wish they would all just tell each other.
But she did say though, like, somebody drowning, and he was like,
yeah, right.
And he has been peeping when she act on what
the
he's
weird
thinking.
things that he says.
Like when he be thinking about stuff and she respond, he be like, hold on.
Yeah, like what you got going on
like,
here?
You responded to what I was thinking.
Why she be giving it to yours so bad too? She was like, my mom's bad at cooking. I'm like, Jesus. Like, damn, you're hurting your mother's feelings. Settle down.
See, she ain't followed through with the form right because she destroyed the whole park with that throw.
She really did though. She really did. I feel like Anya. I like the fact though that they won't make her like as cool or as she thinks she. Like I love that she has those childish moments. Like I like in like Family Guy where Brian and Stewie become a dog and a baby again. Like I'm just like you're a dog and you're a baby. Like
where they had dog moments and baby moments.
Yeah, like I like that. I love that Anya really was like, I've trained for this for 2 days, and then it was just like, nah, bro, you have no throwing power at all. Like, and it was like half of it was just her. Like, if she would have just threw it, if she
released it earlier,
yeah, like it's when she threw it right at the ground. like I was just like, Anya, baby, what are you doing? Like
all that heat.
Like that's not. But because when she smacked the little
dodging
boy,
though, she was.
Yeah, she had it. Like she had it.
We.
Right, she had it. When she smacked the
she
kid,
could read his thoughts.
Yeah, she knew exactly because he was talking about hitting her in the back. Yeah. I was like, how is this child? I saw that grown ass man stand up on the other side. I was like, they were like 6-year-old. I was like, where? My man has a 5 o'clock shadow.
With muscles.
Man, I was like,
my dude hit him with the form and everything. He was trying his hardest to get him out.
Like, I was like, bro, every time he would throw people, I kept thinking of that TikTok, like, God, I woulda came back for you. Like, he was smacking.
Old boy got hit in the face when he sacrificed himself.
Man, and then she threw that terrible ball. He was like, sacrificed myself for this. It was when he caught the bitch and just smacked her in the face with it. He was like, bro.
He was nervous though. He was like,
she been waiting on me.
She about to launch that bitch.
He was like, oh, another stupid person. Like I was dead. Right, that's how bad it was. It was just toss. It was wild. Yeah, so I finished Sarah for the end. I decided to binge the rest of it, and I think I'm just too old for certain characters at this point.
I don't remember how it ended because I watched it many years ago.
It ends with him becoming the Seraph of the End, like he was supposed to be, and then he but it's a cliffhanger because they're like, we're gonna go back and save these people. I feel like almost all of him was you, the main character, not following orders. He was like, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna be fine. And everyone's like, if you would just listen for 5 minutes, he was like, shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna do anything.
Fuck
like.
You.
Yeah, literally, literally. You're gonna be at the suck my dick. You're gonna be at the court. You're gonna be sucking my dick. Like, I was like, what kind of Rick and Morty experience is this? And then when it finally starts to get good, they're like, we're going back to save them. End. No third season. I was like, I hate my life. I might go read this, but I hate the main character so much at this point that I don't even know if it's worth all this.
Trying to save him, he's trying to get his homie back.
The thing is that between him and Mika, like Mika's like, I'm gonna drink blood. No, I'm not. I can't do it. I'm gonna drink blood. No, I'm not. I can't do it. I'm like, all right, okay, come on, come on, man.
That's the inner battle of a vampire.
I understand that, and like, but it's like how I can't.
Conflict.
It's like how I can't go back and watch Inuyasha because I feel like the whole first part of it is go back to your other bitch Kikyo. Okay, then I can't believe you went back to Kikyo. You told me to go back to Kikyo. I thought you loved me. We haven't said we love each other yet. Wait, do you love me? And then Kikyo, you said you love me, Inuyasha. I do, but you're dead. So you just with that look-alike bitch. I mean, she loved me, but you over here in my pussy. And I'm like, what is this? What is this? And then everyone's just like, Inuyasha's a dumbass. I'm like, I don't think so. I think there's a 17-year-old girl that doesn't know her fucking feelings or won't say how she feels. And there's a dead woman who's stuck on how she feels. I don't blame Inuyasha for literally almost any of that. Like, when I was younger, I thought he was stupid. But the older I get, I'm like, Kagome on some bullshit. Like, and you know what she did? Her ass beat. Okay, same thing with Shippo. I fucking hated Shippo's character every point of the way. He would be fucking with Inuyasha, then he get his ass beat, then he like, a girl, man, he hit me in my head. You need your ass beat. You think you would stop fucking with a nigga that can make lumps that size on your head? You think? Am I wrong? Like I'm finding like we gotta do episode of characters we just hate. Like just not because like Usopp, I dislike Usopp because I feel like he's a liar, but I don't hate him as much as I hate Shippo.
I took so much joy in sending you that TikTok.
You disrespectful.
She was like, "Yeah, my favorite character Usopp, and I'm ready to fight."
Let's fight about me. Absolutely, I will be outside your house.
I'm surprised you ain't commented like I'm pulling up.
I was like, all right, okay, that's fine. Like, bro, because like I will say, at least Usopp's not the most hated character in the fandom.
Yeah,
I'll give him that much. Like, I feel like I said, Usopp eventually earns his stay. I think it's just about how long it takes him to earn his stay. Like, that's my. I have a problem with liars. I just do. That's just me. Like,
so you don't like Eddie?
Not really.
Okay. If you just, it was a test. If you just say, yeah, I'm like, you hypocriticizing.
Eddie from Ed and Eddie, right? Yeah, no, he's not my favorite Ed. It's Double D. Double D's always been my favorite. He's always been my favorite. He's the best. I don't like liars. I don't. Because Usopp lies for the sake of lying. Like that, like, I have a friend like that. He lies for the sake of lying. So every time he does, I'm like, all right, so I make you tell me the whole lie straight out. I make you go back, repeat yourself. I want to hear the whole lie. Because at this point, baby, what are you lying for? What do you, like, dead ass? If Eddie just came out and said he wanted 25 cents for a jawbreaker, and I'm sure he could have asked his mom. That's the worst part. Like, you don't even have to scam anybody on this. Double D probably could have asked his mom. Ed, like,
you got a scam.
Ed is probably the only person that couldn't have asked his parents because his mom like just hated him, like based on the way Sarah was raised. Like, I mean, yeah, like, but I feel like Eddie and Double D could have easily asked their parents because all the other kids had money. Like, it wasn't like anyone had a job or anything. Like, they weren't like. I mean, and then Kevin's dad worked at the jawbreaker factory. He didn't own it. He just worked at it. So all you had to do was ask Kevin for a jawbreaker.
Kevin don't like that.
Not because no. He doesn't like Eddie. I'm finding if you go back and watch, like, he really only has an issue with everyone. Only really has an issue with Eddie. If Double D wasn't, Eddie just happened to be the first person Double D met when he moved into the neighborhood. That's what happened. Like, and nobody wants to deal with Ed because of Sarah. And I mean, because Kevin don't like Sarah. Nobody likes Sarah other than like Jimmy. It's just that those just happen to be the kids you gotta play with, so you just gotta pick your poison. But I'm sure if Double D just kept to himself, everybody would be fine. If anything, Ed Double D doesn't get beat up too often either. Nah. That's Eddie. It's the fact that he goes along with it. He's like a dork by association. like because if you remember, there's a couple episodes where he's like asking Double D for help for something. Like, Kevin will talk to Double D.
Yeah, true.
There's actually sometimes some people ship them.
It always takes salute back around to shit.
You don't ship Double D and Kevin?
No. I don't ship anybody.
When they get older, I mean, think about it. A jock,
Why would I
smart
think
kid.
about it?
I'm asking you to do it right now in this moment, not in your free time.
Okay.
I'm asking you to think
Why
about
would
it.
that ever cross my mind? But you know what? Kevin and Eddie would be a great
Double
couple.
D.
Double
Kevin
D
and
would
Double
have-
D.
would be a great couple. Oh boy, no, not never.
Once I discovered it, I was like, that's around the time that I started watching. When I started reading fan fiction, was around the time that I discovered that people took the time to ship those two.
I didn't know about shipping until South Park introduced it. Even though I watched the anime, I never got that deep into the shipping.
I mean, because
And
Naruto
then-
and Sasuke are obviously lovers.
And then always back to that. And then they did what is it? Clyde and Tweet.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Honestly, the thing that sucks about shipping is that when people find out you're a shipper, they just give you so much grief. Like, people hate the MHA fandom so much because of shipping. And back when we were all doing it for Naruto, people just didn't know about it that much. But everyone was like, they're not gay. And we're like, we know. We just like to have dreams. Like, we know that Midoriya likes Uraraka. And we know that Uraraka likes him back. And we know that that's canon. I mean, anyone who's arguing with you over that is just an odd being. It just doesn't want to accept reality in general.
Sure.
Let me just tell you guys one thing. People who write fan fiction, we know that they're not canonically gay. We know that they like somebody else. I know that Shikamaru ends up with Tamari, but I like him with Ino. That's just kind of what it is. Like, we know that everyone's got those characters that they want to end up together. I don't think Naruto and Hinata are actually a good match. I think Sasuke and Hinata would actually be a better match. Like, personally. And I feel like a child between them, that Kekkei Genkai would be on tilt. Okay? Like, because Sasuke and Hinata both don't feel the need to show their feelings out loud to each other as much. Hinata wanted Naruto to know how she felt, but she also didn't mind like acknowledging and loving him from far away. And that's the type of relationship that Sakura and Sasuke have to have, because they could never come home.
But for opposites.
Opposites attract.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Sasuke and Naruto have a very deep-seated friendship that just seems like it goes further than friendship. Now, does it? Canonically, no. Same thing with people who ship Zoro and Robin. There's nothing there. But I mean, they will be good together. People who I ship Luffy and Trafalgar Law. But theoretically, there's nothing, because you gotta have a goofy guy and a serious guy.
I get it.
Yeah, like, you can see that. You can see that goofy, wild-ass personality and Law being like, Luffy, get your ass back here. Like, you would love to see those adventures. I mean, outside of the bedroom, you would love to see those adventures. But, like, it's just one of those things. Like, I know Luffy's not gay. But we also, we know Luffy not gonna end up with no Nami. Whatever. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
it was just a joke in my head. I'm gonna just leave him.
You gonna just leave it? You gotta tell the listeners.
No, I'm not.
It's you muting the mic. He told me the joke. You guys were right. It would have been offensive. We would have got kicked off of Spotify. It would have been like, right there, officer.
My stream would no longer exist. YouTube struck it down.
I would have to take everything off.
Damn, I got canceled with 13 subscribers.
And now it's July too. Like, they're like, so you just been waiting for the end of June. I can't.
That was the first thing that popped in my head. Once we started talking about them, I was like, oof.
I mean, because listen, we are on a cruise. But like,
I gotta grow up one day.
No, you don't. Why? Why? What do you gain? What do you gain from actually, like, people who have an issue with people that watch anime and enjoy cartoons in their
I'm
own
just
time?
talking about the
What should
childish
be?
joke.
Is it childish?
Kinda.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you got if you can't laugh at yourself? I mean, for real. Like, I'm think of the most sophisticated joke that you can think about that doesn't end in sadness or everyone sitting there going, "Oh, I guess you're right."
I don't really know those sophisticated.
Exactly, because they're not funny. Like, Like for real, like honestly, saying chicken butt to somebody will really have them on the floor dying. Like
it's the little thing.
It honestly is.
I still may laugh at boobies.
Listen, it's a weird word.
Like when somebody called boobies.
Why? Why?
Hi.
Because what do you gain? Like it's hilarious. It's the hilarity.
Oh, so quick story.
Oh.
So we was in Vegas. Mind you, I was under heavy influence.
Okay, yeah.
And I was in the casino. The casino was called the D, right?
Oh,
but I didn't want to. So I kind of knew subconsciously. I kind of knew what it was, but I low key didn't want to say it when like I think it was like Malcolm E called me and was like, "Where you at?" And I was like, "I'm at this casino." Like, what casino? And now, mind you, I forgot all about this. Someone else told me this story, and they was like, "We looked at the security guard, was like, hey, yo, what casino he at?" And he was like, "The D," and I was like, "Pause." And then he was like, "That wasn't even the worst part. The fact that you didn't even repeat what he said. Talking about you heard that."
See, this is why people can't have nice at that. That right there.
He was like, the security guard actually kind of laughed. He was like, and then just walked away. That was like, I was under the influence. I don't know.
Like Riley from the Boondocks or something like that. He was like, "I'm giving all I got." Pause, granddad.
I was like, that was petty as hell.
Somebody definitely did just make a post too. Like, you know what? Riley might have a terrible way of saying it, but he be really spitting facts though.
Yeah.
Like low key, like
that is an astute
observation.
And then when he say it like that, you be like, he's not lying.
He's not. He just has to, like, if Riley actually just said
like,
things a better way.
Like when he was talking about her peach cobbler. Look like
throw.
And it did with peas.
No, it does. It does.
I'm not eating that.
I think what it is that adults are allowed to say they're not eating that, but children aren't.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna tell you one thing. I feel like as an adult, even though people give me a lot of shit about the stuff I don't eat, they do leave me alone when I say I'm not gonna fucking eat it. Like kids, people really try to talk children into doing a lot of shit that they say they not finna fucking do.
I think it's one of those because it's like you haven't even tried it yet. You know nothing about it.
Yeah,
like, so
I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Because I definitely, when I tell you, I get into it with people like, "Hey, yo, I'm fucking."
Yeah, like at least as an adult, it's like, okay, you've had time to try it,
right?
And you just made up in your mind. Maybe you tried it once and it was like no. But as a kid, you have not been here before.
Absolutely not.
You don't even know how you know if you don't like it.
I'm slowly getting short again. Oh, hold up. Oh, there we go. All right.
Like how you know if you don't like it. You've only been on this earth for 5 years, bro. Eat it. And if you don't, and I'll be like, if you don't like it, cool. I would never ask you to eat it again. I just want you to try it. I'm trying to help you out, so you're not eating chicken fingers for the rest of your life.
I feel like that's me in like animes. Like I be trying to talk to people, and I'm like, just rewatch it. Like my fiance watched the first episode of Demon Slayer, and he wasn't interested. And then someone else was talking about Demon Slayer. He's like, "Man, you gotta watch it." He was like, "Yeah, I wasn't feeling it." He was like, "What?" He was like, "I'm sorry for you, my friend." And I was like, I don't know if he's judging you because you can't appreciate good anime. And I think it's because too, like, it's not like he's not an anime connoisseur. Like I put him on the stuff and then he's like, maybe yes or no. Like now he's finally watching Tokyo Revengers.
Mm-hmm.
It took him long enough. It actually takes him long to watch a lot of stuff. Like after he watched Jujutsu Kaisen, he saw the movie with me. Then he was like, "You know what? I might check this out." I'm like, "Cause it's good."
I'm short too.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's got to get up. Everybody's got to get up and shift. Dear listeners, we're all getting up and shifting.
There we go.
I looked at my seat.
I looked over. I'm like, "Why are you taller than me?"
I noticed I was at your length. I was like, "Why are we so short?" But we do got some cool stuff coming out soon. You know, Classroom of the Elite. Apparently, I watched all the way up to episode 8. I do not remember that, so I gotta rewatch all that.
Classroom of the Elite. When that drop?
It's getting season 2.
I haven't even seen that.
Yeah, it's the first season. And then, you know, The Devil's a Part-Timer is getting a season 2 is coming up. Probably in the next week, actually.
For sure.
My stepmom's daughter is my ex. I'm a little lit for that. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
Okay. Yeah. At first, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. You know, it takes me a while to process things.
A couple of cuckoos is going to continue. Okay. I don't know why it deserves more than 12 episodes.
Your dad showing up with a shorty, and they be like, "Oh, she got a daughter."
Have you ever watched Domestic Girlfriend?
And then it be your ex, and you be like, Oh.
Have you ever watched Domestic Girlfriend?
No.
Okay.
And then they'd be like, we getting married. Oh.
So domestic.
That's
So domestic girlfriend. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? For domestic girlfriend?
So then would that be weird? See, damn. Nah. You can't do it. I would tell my no.
Are you ready? Are you ready for domestic girlfriend?
I feel like it's something along those lines. Where he was getting in with his stepsister.
Close. So here's what happens. First episode, just gonna do an overview. You guys can watch Domestic Girlfriend on Crunchyroll, by the way. And you can also, I believe, read it as well. Here's what happens. Main character, nice guy, meets a girl at a they're always having those those meetups or whatever with different chicks from different schools, shit like that. Meets up with old girl, she takes him back to his house. You know what I mean? They actually have sex because she just wanted to get it over with, and he's very surprised that he was gonna have sex in the first place. Comes home.
Nice. That's always a good night.
Comes home. His dad has found a woman that he's going to remarry. Also, this kid also has a crush on his teacher. High school kid. The teacher's like 20 some odd years.
Gotta aim high.
Right.
Reach for the stars, so if you fall, you land on the cloud.
Comes home to meet his dad's new girlfriend / gonna be like fiance, actually. Sitting at the table is the girl that he just slept with like a day prior, and his teacher.
Wait.
They're sisters.
Wow.
So now they start living together. And obviously he's got feelings for his teacher, who is now his stepsister, and he has fucked his new stepsister, who is the younger one. Like, he's like the middle child now, or like close to the same age. She's like, I hope you guys get along well. I mean, they're all looking at each other like, oh shit. The older sister finds out that he slept with the younger sister. There's a bunch of jealousy. It's a love triangle.
Oh wait, so the teacher want him?
Kinda. Like, wow. As they keep getting closer, and watch Domestic Girlfriend.
That is like the biggest W, but the biggest L all at the same time ever. Like,
as well as the younger sister still wants him as well. Like, at first she starts to slowly fall in love with him. It's way better. I feel like A Couple of Cuckoos is a bit watered down compared to that.
That must be hell.
It's very sexy.
If I had to imagine some dude's hell, like, that would be it. Like, your two crushes now become your siblings. Like, that is like,
he doesn't really have feelings though for younger girl that he's already slept with. But
in general though, like,
oh yeah, you're right.
Because it's like, all right, I hit you, but I really want you, but now you're my sibling, so it's like I can't really like.
Absolutely. See, this is what happens when you don't only watch Shonen. You gotta watch.
That's tough.
You gotta watch.
I don't want to watch somebody go through that.
Yeah, you do. It's dramatic and good. It's like
it's depressing.
Like, if I could find the equivalent to P-Valley in anime,
like, that's depressing. As a man, that's depressing. That's a nightmare.
More animes to come out. Prince of Tennis is coming back.
Think about if your fiance just became your stepbrother tomorrow.
Ironically, no, I'm kidding. No.
Oddly, you know what? I'll probably be like, I'm not even surprised.
No. My parents have always been nice enough to meet my boyfriend, my boyfriend's parents, right. So that because they know that that's not.
But I'm just saying, how depressing would that be?
It wouldn't be depressing at all because I saw him first. Therefore, I mean, because legally in Ohio, like, you can like marry your step sibling as long as you prove that you guys were, because there have been accounts of this. So you just have to prove that you were together before, like, before that happened. Because legally you can marry your step sibling because they're not blood. Like, legally you can do it. It's just frowned upon. And people have actually done it. But like, think about Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Remember when Lisa and Will were going to get together, and then his mom and her dad ended up in bed together? Then they just opted not to get married in general, though. But yeah, it's weird. But on the same token, though, as long as you can prove, like, we were getting married before y'all got married. So no, like I'm just going to go down to the courthouse right now and get my marriage certificate. So then if you guys get married, Ohio can't be like, hey, what you doing?
Some freaky bastards got going on.
Like, also, my last name is gonna change. Her last. I mean, we're just all of us with step parents and stuff. I just, like, I mean, your mom becomes my stepmom and my in-law. It's a lot.
It's a lot of explaining.
We also got some. Oh, Dr. Stone is getting a special episode, like that Ryunosuke episode. Okay. That's coming out. Let's see. The maid I recently hired is suspicious. That one looks like it's going to involve a lot of. I can't even describe it. Just fan service. She's just. I don't know how suspicious she is. MHA is getting some OVAs. Tokyo Revengers might be getting a special episode. I'm not sure. Black Summoner looks kind of interesting. That's coming out. Tony Kawa gets a special episode if you guys have been watching that. And Love All Play is going to continue. The badminton show is getting a continuous. It's gonna keep going. Yay! And then Prince of Tennis is coming back, and there's another soccer show coming out. Like, aren't you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited about those two.
Did you watch Prince of Tennis when he was out?
No, but I can. After I'm done watching my dude get his heart ripped out about soccer.
Listen.
I wonder if that's how Jordan felt when they cut him from the team.
You have to watch good other sports animes. Like,
I am.
Start with y'all Mushi Pedal. I don't understand why you want this. See,
she been pushing this for 2 podcasts now.
Don't
pushing
it like that. Don't make it sound like I'm a bad person. Listen,
like the fact that I said I was gonna watch Prince of Tennis, but now she gonna swing it around and watch Cyclists. I don't even watch. Good. I never even watched Lance Armstrong. What makes you think?
I'm telling you to stop thinking of it that way. Just watch one episode of Y'all Mushi Pedal. Come on, man. You recommend stuff to me and I watch it all the time.
That's fine.
Now,
my stuff is actually delightful.
Fuck you. You know what? We're just gonna get blocked on YouTube today. This is the episode that's gonna get us demonetized.
Okay, because I'm not about to watch some Cyclists. I might as well go watch Cross Country.
That was a good right with the wind. That was a good
3 hours of light jogging.
It was not. It was about character development. I'm watching one about horseback riding. That was a good one.
At least the horse is crip walking. Like, it got some little excitement to that. But
I have a trillion good sports animes that you should watch just because you think they're boring. Okay, badminton is good. If you don't watch tennis, you can watch badminton. You realize that. You can watch volleyball. You can definitely watch.
I'm not going to watch the checkers of tennis. Like, if I'm gonna watch, just like I wouldn't watch a checkers anime, I watch a chess one. If I'm gonna watch,
so Haru no Go.
Who?
Haru no Go.
What's that? Checkers.
It's Go. It's playing the game Go. It's black and white pieces. It's chess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will watch that. I'm not watching checkers.
That would probably be shogi.
Not gonna watch.
Well, shogi is chess. Actually, Go is more of checkers.
Like, if I'm not watching badminton, I'd rather watch ping pong than badminton.
But badminton's the same thing as tennis and ping pong. It's just a different thing to hit. You hit a shuttlecock instead of hitting a ball. That's the difference.
Hit the same.
It does, because they're doing the exact same movements. It's still the same. Still the same.
No.
You're just choosing not to like it. I mean, that's just admit that you're just choosing not to like it. You can't even tell me that they're not different sports.
But it's just something about those two that are more entertaining.
It's not. These are the same. These are also boys.
I know, but listen, I've even played badminton, and I would definitely prefer.
I fucking love badminton.
To play tennis or ping pong
over badminton. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
That's disgusting. And you need to be talked to.
Or what's that one game they play indoors?
What?
That they play in that room. It's like.
Oh, like squash.
Squash, yeah, no.
I don't have a problem with squash.
It's
a ball against the wall, and you and your.
I'd rather go play tennis.
Or you could play badminton. It's just a shuttlecock.
Rather play ping pong.
That's the only difference.
Just the shuttlecock.
It is a shuttlecock. That's what it's called. I know. Ironically, I always end up playing sports that have the word cock in them. And let me explain the other thing that I played. Okay, when I did rowing, the person in the front that's actually giving the orders is called a coxswain, COX. And for some very hilarious reason, they gave us these shirts that say like cocks on them, and across it was an acronym.
I'm trying to be mature here, ladies and gentlemen.
But it was all bad. But people would ask you what that person's called, and you're like the coxswain, and everyone's like the what? And they're like the coxswain, and they're like, The coxswain is yelling stroke, and I'm like, no, like that's not even what they do.
Stroke.
Actually,
Stroke.
they're like telling you like what, like if you're
So
heavy
who-
on a side or
So
something
who
like
yells
that.
stroke?
Nobody.
Oh, that's
It's
just
just a weird thing. Like
I
and
wonder where that came. That had to come. From
like in my boat, like because
Stroke.
I was normally number like
Stroke.
I was number 3. I was normally number 3 in the jaw, like in the 4, and then in the 8, I was normally like 6 or 7. So they would be like, "Oh, number 7, you're too heavy" or something like that. Like they would tell you that kind of thing. Turn towards starboard or port more, stuff like that. But like,
I'm not gonna lie. As petty as it sounds, if I'd have did rowing and no one yelled stroke, be highly disappointed.
yeah, there's no talking in the boat.
Might rethink even doing this sport. I thought we was gonna be here yelling somebody stroke.
No.
Stroke.
I feel like that was only used in practice. Like when we were actually like learn like when we were actually in regattas, like nobody was doing that. Same thing with like ergatas. Like when I'm in a ergata, okay.
Sounds like a fancy.
So you know the rowing,
jacket.
you know the rowing machine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so during the winters,
That's what y'all practice on?
it's called erging. Yeah, it's called an ergata. So I did an ergata. I came in 3rd place
I thought
actually.
that was like a fashion brand when you first said it. I'm like,
No.
you know what? That sounds like they make a mean leather jacket.
No, so we had regattas and we had ergatas. And the ergata was like I came in 3rd place, which was really cool. Like, but even then when I was erging, I didn't think stroke. Like but yeah, we would like cuz rowing is like something that you do all year long. So I was like running during the summers. I was running there. We did chariots where you like pull someone of your weight across the gym back and forth. That was all fun and games till you scraped your knee up real good and you were bleeding and running. And then I had to do like running. I did family runs every week. I was running in the winter. And you had to be 115. I had to make weight. So I was like 115 pounds back then. I was no more than 120, so I could get in the 4. The jaw. The boat was called Just to Add Water.
It's always fun having to wait.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that was great.
When football up, and we're like, yeah, if you ain't at least 150, no. If you want to play like, I had to go from like 180 to 150. 180 for football because I didn't want to be too small.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then 150 when I went to go play basketball because I didn't want to be too heavy.
I know. We were just terrible to our bodies back in like high school. They were just like, you need to be this weight. And we were like, all right, bet.
Right.
Like,
Especially
starving yourself for carbo
athletes.
loading.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it is? Like, kids, like, I know, like, hockey kids play, like baseball or, like, lacrosse, like, on the off season. But it was, like, baseball to keep them at least active and stuff like that. Cause
Unless you're a first baseman.
Like, you don't want to be too big, but you don't want to be, yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't do much. Yeah, that's not much going on there.
Nope, that's why they all look like offensive linemen.
Man, I'm saying. I'm like, football's the only sport where everybody can be big and it's okay. Like, I feel like, I'm like, you don't look like you have any bit of muscle on you. Especially when their shirts don't fit. No, in the kicker.
Oh, yeah, kicker. Yeah, you don't have to be in shape to be a kicker. You just got to have good hands.
Like, everybody just looks like they just eat what they want, don't give a fuck about nothing. Basketball, people, like, they train hard.
Well, football, you know, they eat what they want, but they go to the gym twice a day.
Yeah. I'm sure. They just don't. It's because their shirts don't be. They don't let their shirts fit. It upsets me.
Honestly, like you never know how fit they are until they like outside the sport.
I know. Yeah, that's what it is.
And then like I realize a lot of times the big dudes they once they retire they all slim up because they know.
I know it's a tragedy.
Yeah, because like they have to maintain their weight, so they eat so many calories.
Yeah.
But you don't need that in regular life.
No, you don't.
All just drop like 150
I know
pounds.
it's a tragedy. Like there's extra skin. The suits look weird. It's a lot. I feel like basketball players too. They either get like really they get a stomach, fat. Yeah, or they're even smaller.
Yeah,
because they're not like they don't have any muscle left. Like it's just over with. So yeah, sports animes. You gotta watch.
I'm gonna watch
more.
Ace of Diamond. You know, Prince of Tennis.
I loved Prince of Tennis.
You know, actually, it was what I want to say a couple years ago. The Guardians did a play, the exact same like triple outplay that they did at Ace of Diamond.
Yeah, I was saying we did talk about that. See, I love baseball. Like baseball's my thing.
Yeah.
I started watching Ace of Diamond. Then I found some doujinshins. Then I really liked Ace of Diamond. People were shipping, and the ship was okay.
It always comes back.
Listen,
like
because listen, sometimes ships open me up to new stuff. Like in Jujutsu Kaisen, there are some ships that I don't agree with. People ship Megumi and Gojo. I don't really agree with that shit. No, but Megumi and Itadori, people are shipping Megumi and Sukuna. Imagine that. Imagine that. Don't get me wrong. It makes for some good comics. I'm not gonna hold you. Okay? It does. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. It doesn't go back to shipping. Don't act like you don't ship characters. Let's not play this game.
I don't. I just enjoy the anime.
Strangest creatures.
How are we strange? Because we not shipping people.
Ship gay. You don't have to ship gay ships. I'm just asking about regular.
I don't know. I never think
like
that
you think
deep
those
into
characters
it.
might end up good together.
You know what I'm saying? If they get to shoot shots back and forth, I just be like, oh, he about to clap her cheeks. Watch.
That's shipping.
And then it never happened, and I kind of just leave it alone.
I'm so alone. This is a tragedy. I encourage you to try shipping. It's fun. I mean, people decide to break your heart and go, they're not together. It's not canon. And you're like, I know it's not canon. It's my own head canon, you fuck. You know?
Oh. That was personal.
Because everyone decides to tell you out of nowhere that it's not canon. Like, you don't know. If it was canon, you wouldn't have to write the fanfic. Duh. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Even in books, like, we all know that Bella doesn't end up with Jacob in Twilight. We know that she ends up with Edward. Shut up. You know that. Don't lie. This is a common pop culture thing.
No, I never know. I didn't know who won her. The werewolf or the glittery vampire. I didn't know who won. The shirtless werewolf and the glittery vampire.
It was Edward that got her. Okay, Bella. Okay, in Twilight, she meets Edward. In New Moon, Edward decides to leave. She gets to know Jacob, and she sort of falls in love with Jacob. In Eclipse, we like go into a war. She figures out that she's in love with both of them. In Breaking Dawn, she marries Edward straight out of high school. They get pregnant. She dies pretty much giving birth. They turn her into a vampire. And Jacob imprints on her daughter and decides to be her lover forever, and will wait for her to become an adult before they can pursue a relationship. Grooming. And then
so there's grooming involved.
Well, Bella got pregnant with her while she was still a human. So Renesmee, yes, the child's name is Renesmee. A mix of Renee and Esme, Edward and Bella's mother's names. And she is half human, but she ages very quickly. So it only takes about 3 to 4 months for her to become a full-on adult. And then Jacob imprints on her as soon as he holds her. So at first, she sees him as a big brother, and he's okay with just being by her side because just being near her is enough. And that's where the story ends. We won't go deeper into that. No one goes deeper into it. That's just where it ends with them, you know.
Nope.
So, yeah, and that's a bigger problem because vampires and werewolves don't get along. And the only reason that Jacob became a werewolf is because the vampires were there in the first place.
I prefer the Underworld saga.
I gotta admit, I like
more gangster.
I like the way things went for them. I think the book, the writing was bad. The story could have been good. I was just gonna say it, okay? I read all the Twilight books. I'm reading Midnight Sun right now. I ain't gonna hold you. It's Twilight from Edward's point of view. Don't judge me, all right? Is he creepy? Extremely.
We judge him. You know what?
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, all right? I write fanfics. You think I'm not used to being judged? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, try shipping people. It's good for you. It's fun.
I don't know. I think about it.
It's fun. We're having fun, okay?
Oh. Aggressive level of fun.
Is it?
Are you going to the cookout?
No.
Why?
I'm not interested in leaving my house anymore today. I'm not gonna hold you.
I went there once.
I'm not even going to my mom's house. Also, I don't have any meat to bring to. I'm not gonna bring meat to cook. Like I'm not.
You don't gotta bring meat to cook. That's if you just wanted to. It's optional.
No.
No, I got some wings down there, seeds and dust.
See, he wasn't interested in going either.
Y'all lame.
I don't know how to mute this, but
She was gonna say something. We gotta go anyway.
yeah. All right. Bye, daisies. We do stuff outside of the podcast because we're besties.
No, yeah.